Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget like, comment, subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting us a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month and you gain access to some really cool emotes of the 4 emotions of a dungeon master. If you're interested in supporting us a little bit further or joining our community, you can do so through our Patreon. If you join our Patreon, we do have open slots available inside of this game starting next month, as well as in our Friday early game already and our Friday late game currently. So, if you're interested in joining in on any of the fun, you like any of these stories, and you want to be a part of them and change this world, you can go ahead and do all of that with us. But aside from all of that, how about we sit down and play some D&D? Alrighty, Mr. Crits a lot. Please tell us what happened last session.
Absolutely. So we started our session wandering through the desert like the salesman tribes of old, really completely out of our depth. We had very little idea what we were doing, but in aid of trying to expedite our journey and get us some form of extra direction, our trusty druid decided to at least attempt to commune with some of his sort of historical primordial totems that he carries, particularly his essence of fire. He sort of held them close, focused on the spirit within, and began to speak with Forks, the fire totem, the totem of fire that he uses to sort of channel some of his druidic power. Surprisingly, the spirit spoke back for the first time in a while, and through some jiggery pokery with Samdi as well, we were able to ascertain that the primordials have been sleeping for quite some time, and the last time the primordial of water, I believe, was awake was about 20 to 30 years ago, and that was when a great flood flew through Casino. Off in the distance, we see somewhat of a horrendous rainstorm coming, which is a bit of a shitter for being in the desert. We were quite toasty. Buttercup was basically cooking in his armor, so he was quite excited for the prospect of some precipitation. The more locals of Casino saw this as a situation of significant concern, because, as previously said, the last time Casino saw any rain, there was a horrific flood, and it took out half the city. We book it to a sort of sunken city area after following a caravan that we saw in the distance. We assume this to be our quarry of the shipments of whatever it is that Silk and Sirens have been up to. After some pretty hard marching, risking and suffering some exhaustion across multiple members of the party, we were able to catch up with them, getting into an abandoned camp. We found out the reason the camp was abandoned was that it was quite the prime hunting ground for a trio of bullets, which came upon us on an ambush, dealing some pretty hefty damage to some members of the party, but were quickly dispatched by some pretty impressive crit rolls from the crit paladin that is Bartikov Petrovich and his mighty assistants. After dispatching the bullets, we push forward, sneaking up on the party of traders, or the caravan that we're trying to catch up on. Not too far away from them, Ash notices that one of the voices we hear from them is somewhat entrancing. Very, very nearly was Ash brought out into the open and discovered, but after some quick thinking from Katarine and a slightly player-on-player whole person, we managed to prevent almost disaster. And a little bit of bluffing and acting goes our way, gets us up within speaking distance of the caravan's leader, which turns out to be some kind of black draconic ancestry creature known as an Abashai, as beautifully highlighted there. They tend to inspire quite a cult-like following around them, and unsurprisingly, there was some pretty nasty grave robber and highwayman types with them, which were also guiding some of these sand-infected cursed wanderers, basically just mummies that do awful things. They saw through our lies without too much difficulty. We weren't the most convincing in the world, despite our best efforts, and a fight broke out, as it is always wont to do. But we through the element of surprise from Sandy hiding in the water and some quick-placed spells, we managed to defeat them without too much trouble, revealing that one of their captives is Gregor, Ash's lost husband. The fight comes to a head. Most of the Vakpans and the Abashai are destroyed, leaving one poor soul in a state of capture. And the session picks up there with this poor fellow on their knees, awaiting to be convinced into giving up their secrets.
So, we ended the session with Gregor lifting his chain and shackled arms, wrapping them around Ash's neck and pulling him in closely. Ash.
Me.
What do you do?
Oh, Ash and Gregor are definitely second phase right now.
Alrighty, without getting overly descriptive.
Oh, well, second phase. It's yeah.
It's just not prepared.
This is Ash. You're really surprised?
No.
I mean, he's up in Gregor's arms, and he pulls away. What the fuck happened to you?
I was wondering the same thing about you.
I'm not the one that disappeared. You did.
Well, I didn't do it intentionally. Don't worry, I'll tell you all about all of this stuff. They're all dead, right? Right.
All but one.
All but are any of you? He lifts his shackled hands.
Oh,
Ash, could you handle this, please?
yeah. You know I'm good with those things. Kai breaks out his thieves' tools and goes at them.
All right, go ahead and give me a thieves' tools check.
A thieves' tools check. Okay, I haven't done it this very often. Let's see.
Yeah. You're the only
one.
one in the party. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have them.
Dexterity, I believe.
Technically speaking, I have proficiency. It's at a +1.
On a 20, Ash, you very quickly unshackle him, and you watch as the very heavy restraints slam down onto the floor, pushing up a small buff of dirt into the air. Oh, whew. Oh, that feels so much better. These things have been on for ages. Oh, God. Oh, Vance?
Gregor, it's good to see you again. Glad to see he found you.
Wow. Yes. I didn't even... I'll be real with you. I thought that you gave up trying to look for me, honey. I mean, I wouldn't blame you. My attention span or your attention span, you know, it happens all the time. But hey, you're looking good, Vance.
You too say that you've been captured for a while. I imagine it was not the funnest of experiences.
Oh, no. No, it took them a while even to let them take the gag out of my mouth. Ugh. For some reason, they thought I was a spellcaster of some kind.
You're very big for spellcaster.
He's not a spellcaster.
Well, thank you, sweetheart. Actually, I'm kind of average for an orc. Oh, below average.
Well, in most, not in all things.
There's things I do not need to know.
Stop it! He slaps you on the chest.
I'm putting I mage hand the manacles away from the ground and just put it in my bag.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Why were they holding you
this
prisoner?
All right, so let me describe the manacles first. Samdi, they are wrist with a connecting chain that goes to feet as well. Manacles. It's a 4-point manacles.
Okay, it's a limb manacle.
Yeah. What were you asking, Vance?
I was asking why they were holding him prisoner.
Oh, well, you see, a while back, we got an interesting cargo on my vessel that was supposed to be delivered here. And while we were waiting for the people to make the pickup to physically deliver it here after we brought it over, I got a little curious after seeing things spilling out of it. And I know you're not supposed to check the cargo, but the whole deal seemed kind of shady, and I wanted to make sure my crew was safe. And, well, I opened the chest, looked inside, and it was filled with this purple sand crap. After that, someone appeared within the shadows, and, he tried killing me. Luckily, though, I had one trick up my sleeve on the ship that every good captain should have. Displacement cargo. Sorry, I paid a fairly reputable and handsome mage to put in a glyph there. Ash, you remember that Valen man? The tall one with the gray hair and beard. You remember? Yeah, those.
Of course I do.
Yeah. Beautiful person. So yeah, he put in a magical circle for us, and if I say the command word, the contents in the circle get displaced to other locations far away. So that's probably why they thought I was a mage. The person then knocked me out, and the next thing I knew, I was inside of a sweltering desert with no proper skincare routine at my disposal, which really pissed me off. And they wanted me to show them where my cargo was.
Did you have any idea of who the person ordering Sand was?
The contents of the vessel was supposed to be dropped off to someone by the name of S. That's that. And I no longer have.
Is.
Oh, wonderful! Are we going to kill him, sweetheart?
That's
Yes.
the idea.
Oh.
So did they recover the goods that you teleported away?
Some. Out of the 6 crates, they've recovered 3 of them, and that's the 4th one. He points over at the chest in the middle of everything.
Are the other chests, are they back in the city?
Oh, I have no idea. I've been getting lugged around by these buffoons for well over a year now, and they just consistently make drop-offs to casino, I think it is.
Yes, it is
that where we
the
are?
city. Yes. Well, if
You
it
know, I
is
always
west
wanted
of
to
here.
check out casino. I hear it's a
That might
beautiful
be your
city.
last
The
chance.
culture. Oh, that's not foreboding at all. By the way, I'm so sorry. My name is Gregor. Pleasure to meet all of you. You all must be friends of my honey poo.
Well,
Yes,
you know Vance, and this is Sandy, and
Hello.
Princess, and Barkov.
Princess.
Catherine.
Oh.
And the title is
Katarina.
actually Empress, but we have not made that
so
happen
you are
yet.
nobility. I am so sorry. And he gives you a very deep, deliberate bow, grabs your hand, and kisses the back of it.
Now, this is manners. Where did you... Ash, have you not learned anything from him?
He's the brass on the tact.
Oh, and the kid is not
Finn.
Zen. I can think of his name
Finn.
right now.
Finn.
Who are you
Finn.
calling a kid?
You. You're supposed to be a teenager.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, thank you. I'm a teenager, not a child. I know things.
Oh.
Not
You're a
reading.
beautiful young man. Pleasure to meet you.
Joey.
Hello.
Yes.
we would offer to take you back for a tour.
Samdi
of the
was
city,
speaking. Samdi was speaking. Go ahead, Samdi.
Yeah, I've been connecting to the captive's mind, or at least attempting to.
To Gregor's?
No. We took one alive, right?
Guard.
Oh, yeah. You guys knocked his ass out. Yeah, he's snoo right now. Or sleeps.
Well,
He's not
I at least
sleeping.
am able to
Oh.
connect to it and, know when he wakes up.
Will do. Oh, but yes, pleasure to meet each and every single one of you. You must be sweltering in that armor, young man.
It has been quite hot, yes, but a little discomfort is worth the protection it offers.
It's still raining currently, right, Joey?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Which has lowered the
this-
temperature all around you by like 15 degrees. It honestly, for everyone who's not a native, this feels fucking amazing.
This unseasonable weather has taken the edge off quite significantly.
Yeah, rain. Who would have thought it could happen all the way out here? But I mean, the skies open and weep when you have a moment of bliss such as this. And he gives Ash another big kiss.
Yes, that is definitely why it opened up. A moment of bliss.
Mm-hmm. Right. With all of that going on, Katarina will come back to you, our little captive as well. And she'll just kind of, like, very condescendingly, like, bend over and be like, are you going to, cooperate? Or should I make things difficult for you?
Are you going to bring him back to consciousness?
Oh, I can do that.
I
I'll
didn't
just
realize
say,
we'd let
he's
him out.
knocked the fuck out.
I just
Yeah, he's
poke him in the forehead and put 1 point of lay of hands on him.
When we wake him
a
up,
little.
And she will then say what she was going to.
One quick thing. Does he have an earring?
Yeah. He does not. Well, he has earrings, but not the earring that you are looking out for.
Well, I'm just connected to him. I'll go search through the bodies.
Okay. You know you're
Hello
all
there,
dead for
little
this, right?
Look around you,
There-
friends.
There are things worse than death. Which would happen to you if you do not listen and do not do as we say.
Kolsan, please be more accommodating for them. Remember, we did play a lot of poker. I know you can be a nice guy. Oh, his name is Kolsan, by the way.
Korsan. Good. This means that no matter where you go, Korsan, I can find you.
Intimidation, cat.
I'm going to use my lore advantage.
Go for it. And Samdi, as this is happening, he's trying to find a way to escape from the situation, looking for like an opening, and he's actually debating like running past Gregor since Ash looks a little like caught up with him right now.
Yeah.
Oh, P.S. We have a ticking time bomb that's in the lake right now. Just letting you all know.
Oh, what, the seahorse?
Yeah.
It won't be a seahorse forever.
That's fine. We can deal with that pretty quickly. Joey, what kind of ground is the prisoner on?
Where he is sitting right now was a sand encased stone walkway, but now the sand has been washed away from the rain and just this stone walkway. Sandstone that's softening under his feet.
Yeah, so I'm going to take my war pick and I'm just going to give it like an exploratory like stab into the ground. Just see, like, does it stick relatively easily?
You have to put a little bit of pressure in, but it'll go in there. Yeah.
Okay.
Samdi, can we get those manacles, please?
No. I don't think that will be necessary to stop our friend running away. And I'm just going to take the pick and through his foot.
Well, I was just going to break his kneecaps. I think this may be worse.
I assume he passes out from the point of damage that he takes.
Immediately. Yeah, he had 1 hit point right there.
And I will just... Pink.
One more.
Do I get a go?
Just so we're clear, you're not going anywhere.
Why are we ruining such a nice moment for Ash and Gregor by torturing this dude right here?
If they want to go have a quiet, peaceful moment, they are more than welcome. But this is required.
To be fair, the two things I fantasize the most about over the last year are Ash and these people suffering. So,
God, we could assist.
Yeah, Ash
I just
is
feel like I feel like it's kind of a waste, just kind of torturing an animal. Either kill it or let it go.
We need some information from him first.
What are you looking for?
Want to know what you know about where the other boxes are. What is the schedule on finding the others? Anything.
After we find one and successfully hand it off to casino, then we torture that guy. Gregor, you know my name. Don't act like we're not friends. And find out where the next one is. Oh, yeah, I know where the other ones are.
That is good.
That's why they kept me alive.
I thought it was for his charming looks and wit.
Thank you very much.
Somebody was not how. That's not how you use sarcasm.
I know I'm a little rough given the circumstance. I think I'm doing fairly well.
You're fine, honey.
Thank you.
So that is where the other boxes are. What about...
Oh, yeah, I know where they are. I just don't know, like, where they are. Like, I know what it looks like where they are, and I know, like, the items nearby them, but I don't know where location on a map they are.
There are ways around it.
Cool.
Is the
What
Abishai still there? I'm so sorry.
No, go
The
ahead.
long pause got
the
me.
Abishai-
The long pause got me.
You're fine.
Go ahead.
Cat? Oh,
No,
the
I'm good.
Abishai is not there.
Okay.
Or sorry, it's
Alright,
lying
thank
there
you.
dead on the ground. That's all.
I'm gonna go look at it, like kind of mess with it, because I've never seen something like this before. So it's a strange creature to me.
Yeah. Sandy is also rummaging through everything, so I'm going to ask you for some help.
Okay.
That's fine. Back to your interrogation, everybody.
What are the names of other operants in the casino?
What are the names of other operants in casino? Well, the first one, the one that we are currently assisting with, Iaman. But we have handed off one package to the Almaj as well.
Repeat that?
Almaj Iman.
Okay.
So Silk and Sirens.
We already know that those clans were involved. I want to know about other operants.
The one the big orc lady's in.
Big orc lady. Are you talking about
Kudra.
Katiri?
No idea.
We've
Don't
been
really care what they're in.
avoiding. We've been avoiding the Katiri mill.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Can I roll on
Creating a
this?
circus box.
Or
Sorry.
Oh, I'll roll for you.
I just don't know. I mean, I can roll on here. I have like the app on my D&D Beyond.
Oh, then yeah, if it'll show up in game, then go for it.
I don't know if it'll show up in game. That's what I was asking, because I don't know if it'll show up in game. So I was just trying to make
If
it
you
easier, so I
have-
downloaded all of it.
I mean, try, and if it doesn't, I'll roll.
I don't think it's connected, so but we'll see. I was just trying to make it easier.
It's no worries.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I was just trying to figure out how it works. Did it work?
No.
No,
9 plus 8. Okay.
Oh, wait, there goes.
no, that was me.
There we go.
28.
Okay.
Oh.
You rolled
Okay,
a nat
well, that's
20.
better than what I rolled. That's better than I rolled.
Yeah.
He seems to be withholding some information, but you don't. He seemed to react very quickly to, yeah, we try to avoid Katiri Mill. As if, like, yeah, they're not a part of this.
He's definitely withholding something. Hey, we don't have your tongue, we have your foot, so you better start talking before they might take your tongue.
No, there are other body parts first.
Get it? Because Cat got your tongue.
Very clever.
Look, the easiest way for you to make it out of this alive and well is for you to spill as much information that is useful to us as possible.
And I will, at that point, use detect thoughts.
Wait, are
Okay.
both of you just gonna, out of character, both of you are just gonna listen to the...
Just fucking double penetrating his mind.
Yeah.
Ew. Anyways. No. Stop. Bad. Bad British man. Anyways. His mind drifts to an individual in long yellow, pale yellow robes that stretch all the way down to their feet and a very ostentatious crown cap that goes upwards with a cylindrical gesture but then blooms open into a more oval topping at the tip of it. Samdi and Kat are the two that see this flicker into his mind. Samdi, you recognize the garb of somebody who works within the public government, in particular, the Fasid. There are Fasid that allow us to go under the radar or outside of persecution when we are caught.
What is the name?
I don't know the particular people. We get captured, we get trial, and they always throw the case out.
That is good to know. Now, where are the places that you meet?
Well, there's the old buried ruins that we usually meet at, but they were getting a bit too flooded, so we came over to these ruins. This is the secondary drop-off we usually have. Sometimes when we have to make our drop-offs, we go back to Casino and meet them in the Jara district. And all of you would be aware, the Jara district, just to remind you, is the stretch of the bazaar itself. The living bazaar.
Are there ways that you communicate to your allies?
Not me. I'm responsible for holding on to the accursed and making sure they don't break out.
Those were the undead.
They're our people who sacrifice themselves in order to protect our goals. With the power they get, they lose signs of their understanding. But they still serve their purpose.
So those things protected you? The sand things?
Yes. Just
So
so long as
then
we
what do
keep
you-
them out of arm's reach.
So what do you protect? Why do you do this? As I'm like, I pulled an arm off of the Abishai and like drop it to the ground. Ugh.
It's really gooey. Like, the blood is, like, very viscous.
I'm gonna try and wipe it on Samdi nonchalantly. Go. But yeah, I've asked this guy, what do you protect? Why are you doing
I
this?
protect us as we travel.
Oh, no. I mean, you must have a reason. Like your
Doing
family?
What I do? My people.
Well, I'm just saying, with all this rain coming down, how it happened, I don't know. But it might start flooding soon. Would it be a shame if you couldn't get back to, those you cared about to help them get out from the flooding places?
My people have survived a very long time here.
It hasn't rained in a really long time.
30 years may be a long time to you, child, but not to us.
Oh yeah, he's an elf. I forgot.
Yeah. 30
Oh, no, I
years
said
for
that out
them.
loud.
Damn, I'm
I
not
said that
even
out-
an
I
adult
said-
yet.
I said that out loud too. Oh yeah, he's an elf.
A Bachwin, but yeah.
Never mind. It wouldn't work. It's not going to work anyways. I can't threaten him. Go back to what I'm...
Do I get any visions from that when I was listening to him?
You had the vision of the person in the robes, the facade individual. You gain visions of some type of ideal circumstance for him where there's a whole bunch of people down at the bottom of a pyramid and he and a tremendous amount of other Abakwins are just looking down at them as they bow.
Oh, he really has his... Jesus.
Santi, while rifling through a pocket, says, "You really have your priorities in straight, don't you?"
Always. My people above any others.
Right, but
God.
that does not count the Yuan-Ti who are here first. No?
Yeah, I was just going to say, he's just like that snake dude.
The Yuan-Ti were abominations. They forsake their own heritage to become something new.
And your accursed do not do the same?
They sacrifice themselves to protect us.
They give up what they are.
To protect us.
Still, they have lost their essence.
Well, everyone can speculate on how everything came to be. However, we don't have time for speculation, and trying to convince a madman is a fool's errand.
It is not convincing, it is making fun of him.
It's a waste of time. Gratifying, but a waste of time. Now then, any other points of interest we could know? Want to be a little bit helpful?
Santi will get the message in his head from Catherine. Does your Shinari soon need him alive to question him, or can he be dead?
Did I get any way to contact the man, or is it just like, hey, when you got information, come back here?
When you have information, come back here. Yeah.
Messaging back through her telepathy. Honestly, if the EM is not EMON, is it EMON? Is that the Shadow Organization?
I don't know.
Feels like
What?
it's been a while.
You whispered that and what'd you say?
No, I'm sorry. I was like whispering to myself mostly. What's the Shadow Organization called again? The
Muta?
Peacekeepers. Muta.
Yeah,
If the Muta can make do with a head, I'm pretty sure the head of the Katsune, a notable mage, can do with that one too. Or with only a head.
Works for me.
I may have tried a piece of the Abishai.
It's really spicy. And like stringy.
Ugh. It's like wolf. Blech.
Up. In your mouth.
What? Nothing?
What's in your mouth?
Mm-mm.
Like when you have a dog chewing on something
I'm
they
running.
shouldn't.
I'm running away.
Oh god.
Running away.
Something
I'm gonna
else
look
with
back.
catching. Just
I am not gonna be able to catch up with him on my best day. I'm gonna
I
look
know.
back at Cat.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, one way or another, we're going to get at least a part of him to him. However, getting him alive there could be more trouble than it's worth and extremely suspicious.
Agreed.
Considering he has an entire organization to back him and everything like that, I don't think he's want for resources to talk to a dead man.
That is true. And then there's a connection to Bardakov. Barta, I think we are done here.
I think that is the most likely resolution to this. Shall I get rid of him?
Take the head.
Wait. Oh, okay.
It's all telepathic.
telepathic.
Oh, damn. Telepathy.
Yeah. You'll just see Bart like walk around to the back of him fairly nonchalantly and draw his sword.
Oh my wumbo.
Umiwa Shindo Nadi. And it's not even
Soon will
graceful.
rise again.
Yeah, it's not even graceful. It's just like grabs him by the hair and just starts sawing.
Ow!
That's okay. What
I
he
thought
said,
your blade
that's-
was sharp. Jesus Christ.
It
My
is.
God, you're
But
using
you
a
don't put
butter
a
knife?
lot of force behind it. It takes it a minute.
Have you done
Need
this in
some
real
help?
life?
It's
Not
like,
to a living
Experience.
body.
yeah.
What were you saying, Samdi?
The thing he said before he died,
Soon will rise again.
the soon, specifically that way of saying.
That's what he said. Roll me a religion check.
Oh.
Oh,
God,
law.
deepest lore. Where's my goddamn religion? There it is. I realized that
We
I
know
said
you don't
that.
have any.
No, but like, yeah, let's go for it. Gunning it. Not one.
Hmm.
3.
Was I,
What the hell is that idiot eating?
did I catch any like last minute thoughts?
Just that image of him and a bunch of Abakwins sitting on top of a pyramid looking down at everybody else.
I do not envy the man who sits at the top, for he has a pyramid up his ass.
You know, once you work it, it's not too bad.
Stop eating him.
Spit it out.
He's eating the Abishai. God damn it.
Hmm?
Drop it. Drop it.
It would be wasteful not to.
Katamine will pull the ration out of her bag and be like, I got this instead.
Gross. I'm not a dog. You can't trick me with that.
Take a bite out of it, Cat.
I'm offering the arm. Yeah, take a bite out of it, Cat.
I was hoping that, you know how like if you're trying to get a pet to eat something, you have to like pretend to eat it so that they think it's human.
Gain unlimited power. You want to turn
Ashley-
into things? This is how you do it. Sorry, go ahead.
Ash looks over to Gregor. You always tell me to make new friends.
You consider us friends?
Okay, maybe I misspoke.
Oh, I just thought you didn't think we were friends. I thought you were our friend.
Okay, cool.
So what are we gonna do with that? And I'm gonna walk over to the chest.
The way you're
up.
going, maybe barbecue.
Yeah, we've got a chest full of purple sand. So theoretically.
But
Is the chest open or closed?
It's closed.
Closed?
do we have the
Yeah.
keys?
I'm
Samdi,
gonna
you
catch-
did find keys on the Abishai, as well as the Abishai's scimitars.
Ooh.
He had 2 of them. You also find on the where the hell is it? Abakuin Assassins. Abakuin Assassins. Here we go.
Daggers.
No, short swords. They had 2 short swords each. And a holy symbol on this one. That of a shining sun with rays stretching out that are red.
Worthless. Throw it over my shoulder.
Hold on. I'm cut out a tree bit. For the research later.
And of course the key from the Abashai.
If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna cast detect magic on the box. See if it has any like magical traps on it.
Not a bad idea.
I'm gonna flick
You
a seed at it.
sense-
If it starts growing, the flowers bloom for different like schools of magic.
The flower that blooms represents enchantment.
Hmm. I'm trying. How do I describe enchantment magic without knowing what enchantment magic? Yeah, this one protects stuff. It's like I don't know. I didn't go to school.
That's alright. Here, and Catherine will cast Dispel Magic on it.
Okay?
I could have done that.
The Dispel Magic, Fen.
Hmm?
Actually, Katarine, give me a intelligence check to dispel that.
Oh, I thought I was about to get like a big explosion in my face. I was like, oh no.
Oh, don't forget we're all exhausted.
15.
Oh God, we are.
Roll again.
I'll
Not
have
all
a
of
level.
us.
Level 1
Yeah,
is
that's
still
ability
disadvantage
checks.
on all ability checks.
All ability.
Yeah, it's an
checks.
ability check.
Well, 7.
You cast the spell, and you feel the presence of a very, very powerful magic inside that you weren't quite expecting, and you're already having a shitty, shitty day out here.
It seems to be a little beyond my capabilities right now, but I will try tomorrow.
I mean, if you really want me to do it, I can.
You want me to just break it open?
You know what?
Give me a
Sure.
moment. Actually,
I'm
no,
gonna back up.
wait. Give me a moment. Let me at least identify what we are working with, and I will ritually cast Identify.
But then,
All right. You're identifying the chest, I assume?
The powerful magic inside the chest.
Well, to identify that, you have to touch it. Whatever you're identifying, you have to be touching.
Oh, that's right.
Yup. That's why curses are fun.
We're touching the lock.
You can identify
It's
the
actually-
chest itself to find out. if
Actually,
anything's
I'm
on
going
the
to
chest.
I'm going to let sweet little Misha touch it. And then I'm going to cast Identify.
So you're gonna open the chest, or you're putting him on the chest and identifying the chest. Then.
Yeah.
Should I check for traps before you open the chest?
I'm backing up. I'm backing away. I'm getting away.
No, she's
Nope.
just putting him on the chest, not in the chest.
Ash
Double.
pushes back Gregor.
Yep. Okay then. I'll just move right
Out
there.
of explosion
Better view
range,
anyways.
please.
Yes. Investigation, Vance. If you're investigating for a trap.
Yeah, I'll look before she does anything.
And the spider is sitting on top of the chest.
Yeah, never mind. I'm not going to fight anything.
3, you push it, check the lock. Yeah, it's fine.
It's clean. Since I'm convinced it's clean, I'll be standing close to it now.
All right. So, Katarine, you're ritually casting Identify through Spider Misha?
Yes.
Okay. You identify this as a chest of holding. The chest is designed for the specific purpose of holding contents within it without those contents being capable of spilling out. This chest is also waterproof and resistant to most styles of damages, excluding that of hacking and slashing and force damage.
There must be a lot more in here than what we think.
Would all of the contents would have been gone? I feel it would have dispelled magic, but it'll be gone. Oh my god.
She failed to dispel magic.
No, I know, but I'm trying to figure out what would have happened.
Specia.
We only one way to find out.
It just shoots it out like projectiles at the top.
Well, this will be a hard chest to crack.
Game has a quick save function, right?
If only.
But don't we have
That's
a
what
key
you're
for it?
for,
Can't we
Bart.
just open it?
We can, but who knows what is in there?
Well, you'll never know if you don't open it.
All right.
Give me the
Open
key,
it.
Samdi. I'll open it. Everyone could back away.
I prepare wall of sand around it in case we do get purple sand coming out of it.
Okay.
When it's opened, I can cast it around it and try to keep it contained.
By the way, we're not in a purple sand area.
No, you are not.
Okay.
So, is everybody standing where they would be on the map?
Oh.
Actually, I'm standing as far as the...
Zombie's like, no, let me get off this map.
Ben, you are currently behind the chest. Would you like to be closer to Samdi?
I said I was going away when they were coming up to fuck with the chest.
Okay, so you're like, do you feel safe
Please put me
120
with
feet
Samdi.
away?
Please put me with
Okay,
Samdi.
you're with Samdi then. Cool.
That doesn't look good.
Bart,
Uh,
you're cozy right there?
Back Gregor up behind me, please.
I must protect Princess.
Alrighty
She's
then.
further away than he is.
No,
And Misha's right there as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I cast Mage Hand from 60 feet away and turn the key.
Oh, I thought Vance was just going to open.
I'm standing next to it. I'm opening it. I'll open it.
I'll
I'm
say I
convinced
can
there's
open
no-
it from over here.
I'm convinced there's no traps.
Yeah,
I
Vance
looked,
thinks it's
there's
fine.
nothing on it. It's fine. You guys are all being overly paranoid for no reason. I'm good at this. Trust me, we're fine.
Paranoia is how I stay alive. Did you hear that?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Mhm.
Oh, no, I was saying, did you hear that out loud? Like, I'm hearing things like I'm... But
Oh.
That-
All right.
I'm opening the box.
All right, Vance, you open the lid. I need you, Misha, and Bart all to give me con saves.
Oh fuck.
Those are not considered ability checks, right?
No, they're saving throws. You're only
Right,
screwed if you
okay.
have 3 levels of exhaustion. Hey!
I know.
No, the one
Oh.
I have a one Constitution save on.
It's fine.
As
I am
you
I'm
open-
immune to the sands.
As you open the lid, Vance, you see a mechanism shoot out and this plume of red gas shoot towards each of you all around the chest itself. That is going to be 66.
Goodbye,
He's just
Goodbye.
gone. Misha's gone.
17
No, no.
points of poison damage.
It's Specia.
Vance, you take half as much, so 9, and Bart, you take the full amount.
That was a well-hidden trap.
That's
That was crafted by a master.
It is not good to be so confident in your own abilities that you do not think you can be wrong.
Master crafted, but it's like a water bottle set up in a toilet.
Yeah, it just squirted in your face.
Ingenious.
It's just a bag and a string. Just put in there by a 5-year-old.
Son of a...
I got home alone.
Yes, my only weakness. Yeah, okay, you got it. All right. Just...
Yeah. Cat,
My
Cat
only
will
weakness,
use.
5-year-olds?
Colin McGregor. Just.
I
or
will
Colin McLaughlin.
use
I don't know, Colin
prestidigitation.
McGregor is my weakness too. I am definitely weak to Colin McGregor.
What were you saying, Kat?
I will prestidigitate the rest of the poison away and come and take a look at it.
All right. You look inside of this chest, and it is filled to the brim with the purple sand.
Ugh.
Gold. Gems.
No,
Damn.
just the sand.
So I think we're back to my original question. What are we going to do
Yeah.
with this? We've got a box full of purple sand.
I was gonna say you should have kept him alive, then infected him with the sand.
What purpose would that serve?
You say we know what the sand does. I tested that.
Because he wouldn't like it. He
Oh.
wants to do it to everybody else, but do it to him.
It's fine.
He was okay with turning his own people into like zombies. So
What? It's fine. It's been less than a minute, right? I can cast Revivify, bring him back to life, and then we can just
He's
redo the
missing a head.
process.
He's missing
What
a
if I,
head
like,
right
you
now.
just
What if I just like super glue it together?
That's not how that. You also don't have
Yeah, I'm a-
universal or no, that's universal solvent, and then
Mending?
what's the glue? No,
Mending.
that's he's not an object.
Well,
I mean,
I
he is
mean,
now.
right now.
so yeah.
I'm a druid. I think I know what I'm doing.
don't we all?
Absolutely, you
Um,
do.
So are we taking this with us?
Yeah, who's
Do we
carrying that?
Do we
Not
dump
me.
the sand out and keep the magic chest? Do we bury it?
There might be a lot of sand in there.
Well, I know. It's a magic chest. Isn't that kind of handy?
How much can it hold?
It's
Well, that's well beyond my education.
what would it
Like-
hold? Is it basically a bag of holding?
Could I hide
No.
in there?
No, it's just a resilient chest that doesn't allow things.
Oh.
Oh
Oh.
no, it is.
Oh, okay.
It holds what it looks like it'll hold. It just is very good at keeping it safe, which is not a bad idea to have for some of our things still. But it's what do we do with the sand itself?
And good news, the trap, we just close it, and if we want like somebody like we want to hit them with poison, we just have them open it again.
Does it work continuously, or does it? What's the one off?
It was made by an
was a
ingenious
one
trap
time.
maker.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure
So,
that level of
The
craftsmanship
way
is
it
reusable.
worked, when you open the lid, a needle pokes a sac that shoots out
Yes.
the poison. It's just
Well,
ingenious.
I mean, we don't need it to. We don't need it to prove anything. Weren't we just coming out here to find somebody to confirm? I mean, we have Ash's husband or fiance,
Husband.
husband,
Yeah, we're married.
mate.
6 glorious years. Well, 5 glorious, 1 very lonely.
Oh,
No.
So are we burying
Ash wasn't
this?
lonely.
Perhaps,
I missed him.
perhaps we take it with us. We can. This may sound bad, but I want a sample of it to study.
Well, there's a
And
difference
this will-
between a sample and an entire chest of it.
Right, but at the same time, do we just leave the sand out here to be recollected, or do we take it with us, have it under lock and key?
Why don't we just throw it into the lake? Like, dump it into the lake.
We'll
I
turn the
was
fish
just
to the
thinking
That'd be
ponds.
bad.
Super rabid
Why?
fish.
Do things not come out here to drink? You will have a mad camel or something.
That sounds funny to
Anybody
me,
who
but
drinks it will be affected.
surely the most effective way of losing this chest is just to take it out in the desert and bury it in a dune.
But there are spells where people can find things like that.
What if I just burn it right now?
It will not burn.
If we heat it enough, it will surely become glass.
What if I just cast heat metal on the chest? And like
Or
the
ha-
metal parts heat up all of the sand and turns it, to glass.
Or how about we take the sand with us? I have my sample to study, and then we can turn the rest over to Shinari soon.
Well, yeah, I guess,
It is magic that can be dispelled, I'm sure.
Bardakov can carry it.
Boy, it looked like a
I mean, if
fucking
you need
pack
someone to
mule.
carry it, I can carry it, no problem.
Oh, no, Gregor, you've been tied up for years and been, forced to do things. Bardakov, this is his job, is to carry things for Cat.
You
There's
all
more
kept
to it
my
than
honeyboo safe, and you
Honeyboo?
freed me from all of these people. Yeah, he's my honeyboo. Honeydew, I used to call him, but he got very upset about that one. So
But
apparently he's not a big
What-
fan of honeydew melon.
Ash whispers, that song's supposed to be between us.
Oh, they're your friends. Of course we're not going to hide anything. And by the way, what was that sly comment earlier? Ash, have you been promiscuous while I have been captured by people for the past year?
Only
Oh.
only the two
I want
to try
all
to track
of the
them when he
details.
went. Yeah, I know you
Oh,
do.
Yeah. Fuck your way,
Oh.
Tommy. I got it. Okay, cool.
Oh,
You're
he's
just
one of those.
practicing.
Hey, I was at an orgy and I didn't have sex once.
Why?
Because I was
Because
thinking
we
about
were
you.
murdering one of the people responsible for this.
Well, that too.
I did see
Murder
you and
can
Vance
be a
walk off
turn-off.
at some point.
Yeah. Ooh, wait,
Oh.
did you finally get with Vance? Congratulations!
Vance, did
Sorry,
something happen
we
when I was
placed a
drunk?
bet. We placed a bet who would be the first one to convince you to join us.
Oh.
That was ages ago.
That bet's still on the table. We went back to the house, but we found 2 dead bodies. So,
I wish I knew how to
Oh.
cast silence and I would center it on myself.
So, Samdi, you cast that spell and you don't notice anything out of place. Oh. So, you were talking about turning this into glass. I heard them talk about something one night that was kind of weird. They said something about a spear made of the sand. Turned, like, the blade is the glass from the sand itself. Apparently they were able to make it inside of Mount Dormant.
Mount Dormant.
Beer.
That's
Very good. Then.
Sounds
Use that
intriguing.
spear.
Oh, I just thought I'd command it and it would, happen. Wait,
Mount
maybe
Dormant
Kat can do it
up
because she's maybe Kat can command the sand to do things because she has that fancy Empress wand staff thing.
Do you mean the staff from the Pharaoh?
Yes, from the horrible thing that we released. Yeah.
It has nothing. When I identified it had nothing that would work for the sand itself.
Maybe it's because you're not a part of the Scaly Squad. If you give it to a Scaly, maybe we can cause it to do things more than you.
That would be
Gregor will
something I would have
close
been
the
picked up on.
Gregor will close the chest, lift it up with one of his arms, and just keep it on his shoulder. Or accept powerful build.
Oh, he's full orc.
Yeah, he's full orc.
Oh, okay. So
Did
where
they
are we
give
going?
any- I think
What were
that
you
we
saying,
need
Kat?
to rest for tonight. But did
Oh.
they give any more details about this spear, about who has it, or what it may be?
All I overheard, they don't really like talking in front of me. Most of the time they leave like one person there, and then we play cards if they're bored enough. But yeah, they just mentioned that somebody once crafted a spear like that, and they were wondering if it could happen again. I imagine it takes a really hot heat to turn purple sand into a glass, right?
Yes, and a very high level of arcane knowledge to work such a magic thing into it.
Did they mention at all what the spear is supposed to do?
I didn't hear anything about that. I'm sorry.
Ugh, that's
Still,
fine.
it is an intriguing aspect, and perhaps it's it is another avenue to be explored. But that is for perhaps another time. I am exhausted. I am sure everyone else is exhausted. I'm going to
I don't want to
for-
sleep here. Nope, don't want to sleep here.
I whispers to Gregor, I'm not exhausted.
Is it because of that seahorse thing, right?
Yep.
You said the seahorse is going to come for you. Is he okay?
It
No,
transformed
really.
one
Gregor,
of the.
Gregor, if you're questioning it, you know, the seahorse is just right there on the shoreline. Yeah, you know.
Should we
I'm
take
just
care of it
concerned
now?
about you. I want to make sure you're okay.
I think he's got
Can you please take care of this? Please, Gregor, please take care of the seahorse for me.
I
Just
feel like
the
I'm being
piece
set
of
up
him.
for something.
I will target the
No,
seahorse with
no.
a ray of frost.
No, don't.
Alrighty.
We might as well take care of it. If it's going to turn anyway, we don't lose.
We could have just left. We could have just left. They'll
Yes,
never
and
find
have-
us.
Too late.
Are you shooting it, Cat?
Yes. Oh,
You missed the seahorse!
Well, it is below water, so technically, your ranges have too. So.
fucking! I have an eye twitch now. Oh my god.
Oh man, that seahorse! Wow. Guess we should just leave, guys. It's impervious to anything.
Seems that way.
Yep. Guess we should go. They have carts,
Bart
don't
is
they?
just going to go over and pick up the seahorse.
They can't breathe out of water. I want you to know that it's suffering.
I think that's the point.
It's starting
And-
to suffocate.
Yeah, with all of the power in his demon-infused arms, he's just going to yeet the seahorse.
Give me an athletics check. Disadvantage because of exhaustion.
Good luck, pal. Guidance. Wait, no, that's a concentration. Never mind.
Oh man,
Never mind. No guidance.
natural one would have been funny.
It would fall behind him.
It slips out.
Lands on the ground directly in front of you, taking 1 point of falling damage. Let me bring you all back over to the map, and we're going to roll initiative.
I'm just-
Where's the map?
It's fine. Let me just beat this thing to death, and we can get on with our lives.
Oh, you don't know what it can do when you're in its range, do you? Don't worry, Zombie and I had to deal with two.
Alrighty, everybody, initiative!
Yay.
Against a fucking seahorse.
Whatever it tells
Hello,
us
it's not a
prior to
seahorse
changing.
anymore.
I know.
How many feet did it fall?
right
Like-
next to
Well,
him.
he threw it
he
high,
rolled a 6.
and then it fell.
I
Yeah,
threw it on
So
the
it's-
ground.
yeah, it's literally right there next to Bart.
Excellent. I'm just
All right,
gonna.
is that everybody on the initiative?
Probably not.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Vance, you got me.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
I rolled them, but yeah, you can control a sheet
Okay.
from now on.
Yeah. I have a sheet open now.
I'm sorry to do this. I'm sorry to do
No.
this to you.
It's perfectly fine. I'm just glad you're
Thank
here to
you.
tell me what you want me to do. So.
Yes.
As
Yeah. I mean, I have all my spells.
the seahorse lands on the ground with much more of an explosive array around it, filling the air with this very heavily obscuring sand all around it. Everything outside of the sand is heavily obscured, so you can't really make out details inside of it. Vance, you're the first one to go.
I'm just gonna move to there. That's my full movement. Bart said he could handle this, so I'm just gonna get close in case something goes wrong. And that's it.
Alrighty. Katarine.
I'm going to cast Hold Person on it.
Can you roll that spell in chat for me? It is not a humanoid, it is an undead.
Oh. Fuck.
Yeah.
Then I will cast Slow.
Okay, that's a con
Also-
save, correct?
Yes.
3 creatures. 6 creatures.
Wisdom,
Con
actually.
save. Wisdom
I drop
save.
it all on it.
Ah,
8.
Much better.
It is
That
now
doesn't-
slow.
Yes.
All done?
Mhm.
Fen.
I just slam my foot into the ground, breaking part of the earth. Roots shoot up out of the stone, and I'm casting a tangle.
So that's a deck save, correct?
Correct. Deck save. I'll just read it for you.
That's a -2 to that dex save as well.
It's
Oh,
also
yeah, so
difficult
a,
terrain, regardless.
Are you casting it
Yeah, I
with
want
Bart inside or Bart outside?
Whatever makes it hardest to get to me.
Bart inside. Bart, deck save.
It's actually a creature there. It's a strength saving throw. Be restrained.
Oh, strength save is a completely different roll then. Go ahead, Bart.
Yes,
Strength
it's a
save.
strength save.
11. It failed. 17. I think that is a success.
That is that's a success. And
So Bart is
creature
not
can make-
restrained.
Correct.
done?
Yes, it's difficult terrain, and the creature has to make a strength check to get out of it. No,
All
not
right.
a save. So
Ash.
So, Gregory, you want to... Let's go behind that tree over there for a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Let's go.
did I hear this with my high passive?
You'll
You and
probably be
Somsy,
hearing
unfortunately.
everything with your high passive.
No. Please, God.
And Vance.
Sometimes having a low passive is a blessing.
I'm young and impressionable. What
Oh,
are you
yes.
doing to me?
Oh, so
All
are you
done,
kid
Ash?
or aren't you? Yeah.
He is.
I assume I don't have to roll anything for this, so
No.
go ahead.
Bart.
I'm just gonna beat him in the fucking head with a longsword.
Beat him in the fucking head with a longsword. You have advantage. And he has a -2 to AC. You hit. that it?
I got level 1 slots for days. I'm gonna do a level 1 Divine Smite.
All right, so that'll be an additional because it is undead.
38. 15.
15, so 21 points of damage.
And we'll do another attack.
At advantage.
You hit.
Oh, 1 off the crit. And we'll do another.
Mighty boy.
One day, we're not gonna have smites. And then what will you do?
Take a short rest and get 2 more smites back.
Wait,
All
there's
right,
such
it
things
is
as short
looking
rest?
really hurt. Yeah. Somebody.
Zombies nuts.
I was going for an all-star, but
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought he was about to say.
Somebody.
fuck it. I'm just gonna spend one of my first level slots. Casting a hex on it.
Ooh. Hex. What ability checks are you
Targeting
giving it disadvantage on?
Strength.
Yes!
The synergy is
You're
real.
going nowhere!
And bad touching them.
Bad touch.
I think
17.
we have way too much
16
control.
hits. For 9. All done?
Yep. And he can't regain
Alrighty.
health if that matters.
Oh, a little bit. Bartikov, deck save. Sand Slash.
Go Sand Slash.
Eat a dick.
Hey, you are successful. So 21 half down to 11 slashing damage. Vance,
I'm strong.
go.
I'm just gonna wait here and give Bartikov advantage.
Aw, that's nice. Cat.
Right. I'm holding concentration on slow, and so then I will do firebolt.
It is heavily obscured, but it's restrained, so a straight attack roll. 19 hits for 6.
6. You
It's
thirsty.
looking really rough. Ben. You're muted if you are speaking.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide what to do. Sorry. Is that concentration? No, it's not. I'm just gonna make the rain turn into purple rain. And that's my turn.
Purple rain.
Over top of Bartikov having such an epic battle with this poor creature that's just getting teamed
Now
up
we
on.
get really good music as well. Ash.
Ash is busy.
Oh yeah, you're doing that. I got it. Yeah, Bart.
Right. Let's just deal with this. Ah, there it is. I don't need it, I assume.
Oh, did you crit again?
Explodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, statistically speaking, he should every 10.
Oh, actually, no,
Rolls,
I don't. That shouldn't actually have been a crit because it's I didn't have my Hexblade's curse on it.
Oh, you liar! It's still dead though. So it explodes in a poof of sand on the ground, and we are now out of initiative. And
Just a slightly
after
less
that
glorious
climactic 25 seconds of our lives fighting an accursed seahorse, I think we're going to go ahead and go on break, everybody. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump back into the action, I hope that you will go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. You can also join our YouTube channel as a member. Memberships start at $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. In addition to that, if you're interested in joining our community, you can do that through our Patreon, linked down in the description below. But anyways, let's get back into the action. Where last we left off, the party had just defeated the group of Abashi worshiper grave robbers and Abakwin grave robbers that were handling the package you all were looking for. Luckily, however, Ash found the package that he's been looking for longer. Being able to find his hubby, Gregor, who is in mostly high spirits despite everything that has transpired. A very happy-go-lucky, pony boy-esque personality associated with the orcish, handsome individual. You discussed what you were going to be doing. You interrogated one of the grave robbers and took their heads and found out that Vance is blindly confident in his own abilities in everything that he does, which has yet to really bite you in the ass super hard, but maybe one day. Anyways, you looked inside of the large chest where you found all of the purple sand just lying there inside of it, and now you just killed an accursed seahorse that turned back into an accursed defiled Abakwin, and Ash and Gregor finish up whatever they're doing in about 5 or 10 minutes or so, and you all have a game plan for whatever you're going to be aiming for afterwards.
It's been too long.
Perhaps we could sleep and then travel back to casino in the morning. And on that note, Catherine is going to, next to the chest, ritually cast Leomund's tiny hut.
Putting all of you inside of the hut?
Yep.
Alrighty then. You all wish to take a long rest here?
Yes.
I am. Everyone else can do what they want.
No, I really, preferably, no, I do not want to take a long rest here because this is a drop-off point, and the last thing I want is for them to come here. So why don't we take the, because they have carts, don't they? They're traveling
no
by
carts.
some.
No,
They were just walking,
they were walking.
and we couldn't keep up with them on mounted.
While mounted, you guys could not keep up with them. They were ahead of you. You were catching up to them quickly. They were just way ahead of you. The reason you also couldn't keep up with them is your long rest is 8 hours. Their long rest was 4. They have 4 more hours of travel time, and they're way ahead of you.
To back Fen with an extra argument, remember that they were expecting someone to come meet them, and we got here first.
Yep.
So there is definitely somebody coming to this location.
That is fair.
I'm throwing the bodies into the water.
Make sure to gut them.
Bloop.
They won't float.
Yeah, I know how things won't float. It's fine.
Just put a couple of rocks in the pockets. They'll be fine.
I'm getting very tiny rocks and shoving it down their mouths.
But very tiny rocks
Weighing them
float.
down. I'm kidding.
Very small rocks,
Very
they
small.
float.
Oh, yeah, like bridges.
Right. Fine, I will dismiss the hut and then let's find somewhere else to rest.
Alright.
I just kicked the chalk from your arcane circle. Not here.
So, you all are currently located here. You're very tired. It's early in the morning. All of you have not completed a long rest yet. How far do you wish to travel away from this location? Remember, each hour you travel will be another potential exhaustion. And the DC keeps getting higher.
We don't need to go far. I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace. before we leave from this spot, so it does not leave any tracks or anything with Pass Without Trace. I can't push the spell button.
At this point, I know what the spell does by heart. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I just wanted. I know that's like one of the smaller little details.
Yep.
Just being tracked. So.
All right. So.
No problem.
About 15, 20 minutes, you think?
That should be enough. I just don't want to be right where they're coming.
Neither do I, and I'm gonna look over at Ash and Gregor.
That is not what I meant.
Aww.
What?
Is there a way to erase memories? Because if there is, I want to learn it and use it on myself.
Modify memory.
There you go.
That's fair.
You can
All right.
make yourself a pleasant person.
Bird! Oh!
Oh my god.
Jesus. You don't have to fucking kill her, dude.
That's like one of the best comebacks from Jason.
That was phenomenal.
Saving up for the final moment.
I'm gonna
Open
have
all
to
of
say,
you, multi-class bard.
I'm gonna have to say you can't really do that because her personality runs deep, and that's only like what, a week.
True.
There's no magic that powerful.
We can only wish.
Right. Hey, she's softening a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
She didn't want to saw off the man's head. She made her henchman do it.
I don't want to dirty my clothes.
You're literally carrying around a staff of command.
Yes, and your points. It is the Dominator.
I'm sorry,
perhaps...
the Dominator. That makes it better.
And I have a spell called Body Possession.
I'm sleeping here. I'm done with this.
Alrighty. Who's doing the survival check to find a location to sleep at?
I'll just help someone.
I'll do it, seeing as I'm not exhausted.
Are
True.
you sure
so
you're
now
not
you
exhausted
actually have
after that little-
advantage. Oh yeah, you traveled an hour. Everybody con saves.
No, we weren't going an hour. We were going like 20 minutes.
What he meant
Then
was,
you're fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
Survival.
I also
Yes.
I also meant other exhaustion.
like other exertions.
And with Ash's stamina, he's fine. Alright, 21.
Not from what I heard.
The 15 minutes, that is disappointing.
That was 25 seconds. The fight.
Anywho, you find a nice, comfortable dune to get on top of that puts you between any visual. It gives you shelter away from being seen if somebody goes to that location. All right, now you're taking a
Perfect.
long rest.
Yep.
Thank you.
After I cast the hut.
Alrighty, toss up your hut.
No, I was just gonna say, Vance, I'm gonna prep my. I was just gonna tell Vance that I'm gonna prep my own spells.
Okay.
Just tell Tim I'm gonna prep because I can do it on here. So.
Okay. I'll close the sheet and reopen it when you're done. I don't know if it refreshes or not. But
Gotcha.
Are we doing watches or sleeping?
we should probably do watches.
Right.
Probably.
I recommend that we keep Ash and Gregor's watches separate so they're not fooling around during their watch.
Agreed.
That's fair. Who is who's in the best condition to do the watch first?
I am.
Ash.
I'm not particularly exhausted. I've just taken some hits from that godforsaken sand beast.
Can I just sleep all the way through and then wake up? Like I'll take like the last shift.
Yeah, that'll be fine. I'll take a middle shift.
I'll take Biddle as well. I'll go after Cat.
All right. I guess I'll go second shift then.
I'll do whatever shift you need me to.
Third.
I thought he was first because he's not tired yet.
Oh, that's fine too. Yeah. Whenever we
Yeah.
don't have to hear them cuddling the whole time, making like laughing and cuddling with each other. I don't need to hear
I
happiness.
could just not let them into the huts. No, Gregor could let them in.
Anyways.
I don't know about Ash.
Ash, during your watch, I need you to give me a con save to stay awake.
Cobb
yeah.
save. I'll go use my range because. No. Okay. That was a waste.
This is your 14th hour of travel, correct? Or 13th hour?
I have no idea.
Yes.
Trying to remember. How many... Somebody has failed every exhaustion. Who is it?
No one's failed every exhaustion.
We were.
And
I think
who
we
has
were
the
at
most
4
exhaustions?
levels.
We're hitting 4 attempts right now with Ash. We had 3 attempts prior.
Mm-hmm.
So during your watch, Ash, on the 14th, or on that hour of you just trying to keep yourself going, instead of suffering a level of exhaustion, you fall asleep during your watch.
No one's gonna wake up.
Gregor, who is a captain for his entire life, a born sailor, has the internal clock to always wake up for his ship.
Captains never take watch.
I mean,
You
I'm
do
a soldier.
You gotta
as
start
well.
from the
You do if you're
bottom.
fair. If you're a fair captain. Gregor was a fair captain.
Deal. Yes.
So he lets Ash just continue sleeping through the night. Gregor does have to give a con save. Oh, he's Raya's Rain. No problem at all. All right, third watch. That was Katarine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Katarine and Vance. You two both get gentle pushes on your shoulders. Hey guys, time to wake up.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
Yup, good luck. Oh, by the way, everything went fine on the first 2 watches. Nothing happened. Good night.
Sure. Good night.
Now, I need both of you to give me con saves to stay awake during this with advantage because you have somebody assisting you. Ooh, that's good. It's better than the 14. Vance, it is a struggle for you to stay awake, but luckily Katarine just keeps like nudging your foot periodically, trying to make sure you stay awake, and both of you may now roll your perception checks.
Are we still exhausted?
At this point, yes.
Okay.
And each long rest, you remove 1 level of exhaustion, not all of them. Vance, you're feeling fairly confident that the rain is all that's really happening out there. As you're always fairly confident in yourself.
All
Oh,
this
God.
incessant pounding of rain on the hut.
No.
Uh,
You're-
It is making me want to sleep.
Yeah, as soon as this is over, get Bart up. Then we go back to bed.
So 4th watch is Bart and Fen.
Sure.
Both of you are woken up. Fen and Bart having slept long enough that both of you remove 1 level of exhaustion each.
I'm back to
Cool.
normal.
Do you have any remaining levels of exhaustion?
Nope.
I don't know. Hang on, let me look at my character sheet. Come on. I'm opening Roll20 on my phone. think I had one or two. I don't remember.
Right.
Oh god. Phone.
Well then, Bart, you can roll your perception check.
Perception.
I'll have one left over. I think I had two.
Then you roll yours with disadvantage. Vance, can you roll that for him?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh wait, you said you're back.
I'm on roll 20.
You're back,
I can
right?
roll
Fred?
it.
Okay, never mind. He's good.
Oh, I'm not back. I'm not back. I have it on my phone.
Do you need me to
Perception,
roll it then?
disadvantage.
Oh no, he
It
got
should
it.
roll.
Yeah, he rolled it.
I don't know what it was. 15?
20
20.
or 15 with disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm on disadvantage.
Ben,
See.
during your watch, you notice the very beginning of it that the rain has intensified quite a bit, and now there's lightning pretty consistent in the area. But the wind is quieter. Not that the wind has stopped, it's just no longer actively complaining.
Oh, I guess it worked. I say out loud.
Ash snores.
What worked?
Well, the wind's not angry anymore, but the storm is sure worse.
Not sure which I prefer. Angry wind or more rain?
I think for you, not roasting alive in your soup is probably the best bet.
Three. We are
And
trying to be staying in the casino much longer. I need to find an alternative.
this is
We can
true.
barely hear you, dude.
No, my apologies.
It's fine. You don't need to apologize.
You were saying?
Oh, well, I mean, you could always just go around like me, barely wear anything.
I do not have your natural resilience, my friend.
Ah. Well, there's only one way to build it up. We start you early in the morning. You get used to the sun.
You will have to
We beat you with sticks until your skin hardens.
Is that how it works for you?
No,
Good.
I've just seen people do it in the arena.
Oh,
You
okay.
think,
Okay.
you think I'm that dumb?
He's too pudgy for that.
I mean, do you want my honest answer now that we're alone?
What? Yeah, sure.
I do not think you're that stupid. Uneducated, yes, but that is not your fault.
This
the
is very
things
true.
that you know well.
Oh, thank you. You're the way with your sword. I don't know. I've never seen someone fight the way you do, even with the amount of people that have come to the arenas. But does everyone have a sword like that where you're from?
Kind of. I was trained as a palace guard as a child. Well, as a child I was a squire, and then I became a palace guard. Then I became a royal guard, and then I was assigned to Catherine as her personal bodyguard. So I've had...
So you have not.
Go ahead.
So you've not been with the princess since you guys were like little kids. Like you didn't like pretend to be like her knight when she was like. I'm sure she was probably still the same, but worse when she was like probably like 4 or 5.
I have heard the stories. Yes, she was. But no, I was assigned to her protection when she was 17, I think. She was a handful.
Wait, how old are you?
It is my 37th year. She's been well, the most important duty I've ever been put upon, and the majority of my adult life has been spent training to look after the royal family, and she is all that is left.
Do you have a younger... Was this like a job appointed to you before they all died, and that's why it's really important?
Yes. I was her guard for a couple of years before everything went to shit.
Did you have siblings?
I did.
Younger?
I had a couple, I think. They were... I didn't get to spend much time with my parents once I was assigned to the Royal Guard. Sort of the principle being that your family is no longer your family once you are assigned to that unit. The only family you have is your brothers in arms, and the only people that matter are them and the royal family.
So I guess that makes all of us family then.
You're damn right.
He just kind of says, just like with a smile and like staring off into the sun, kind of behind the clouds in the storm.
As long as you don't get into its bad side, yes.
Isn't that what siblings do? They fight?
Don't worry, if you do, I will protect you from her.
Please do.
She's strong-willed, but she's like a kitten deep down.
Does she read your mind without you knowing?
Not often. But
Be very rude.
We've been traveling together for long enough that she knows what I'm thinking without needing to do that.
So she does read your mind.
She can. I don't stop her if she tries, but...
No. Like, you can read each other. You can read each other's minds. Like, you're saying, like, you've been together for so long, you can... She doesn't even need to read your mind. She doesn't even need that ability.
Exactly. And it is my job to predict what she's going to do and protect her from that course of action.
So when you go back, you're just going to be okay with going back to doing this job when you give her her country back? Or help her get her, because she could do it herself, honestly. But helping her get it all back, I mean, that's a pretty big reward right there, I feel like.
From what I remember, I don't think there is going to be much left if we were to go back. That's why we're here. It's less hiding until we can go back, more trying to find a new foothold for her to rebuild. The reason I can do what I can do is because we had to, well, I had to do some things I wasn't expecting to get us out of there. The whole country went to shit. Actually not dissimilar to these purple sands. The peasants rose up and, well, the chants of eat the rich were loud enough to be heard from the castle dungeons.
You know, we could do that here.
I'd rather not see history repeat itself, but it seems like we are doomed to repeat that which we do not learn from.
Maybe.
Honestly, that staff worries me. That level of control over people, even in the hands of someone I trust, is concerning.
That level of power could possibly be addicting.
Indeed. But Catherine is a good soul. She has her own problems and her own issues, but deep down she wants to make the world a better place. Just being a princess, it's well, empress now, technically. She's very much of the opinion that she is the one that is going to make it a better place, and everyone should listen to her because she is the one that knows what she's doing.
Well, when you help her find a place, just make sure it's shaded with some trees, please. That would be nice. And I'm just gonna relax for the rest.
Alrighty. Morning rolls around, everybody. You all wake up tired, sore, a little hungry. But at some point during the final watch, the rain finally subsides. And the winds return. You can still see the thick, heavy clouds accumulating over the majority of this desert as far as your eyes can see. But the rain seems to have at least quelled for the time being.
He is going to nudge Fen awake.
What?
It's the morning.
I've been on shift, I know.
I know. I listened.
But aren't you sleeping?
I wasn't on shift, so I thought I'd share in a bit of the misery.
How kind of you.
Paranoid you two are.
You're paranoid about me?
No, you two are paranoid. It's a good thing.
Paranoia?
Makes you stay alive. It's not
True.
a bit stressed.
It's just, it's staying on guard paranoia. One makes it seem crazy, the other one makes it seem like trained.
There is no difference.
Not really.
Anyway, I'm gonna wake up the rest.
Okay.
You don't fall asleep again.
Promise I won't. As I curl up into a ball.
What time is it? It's
I
got to
look at-
be.
It's about midday, actually.
Really?
We went to sleep early in the morning.
Ugh. Well, that might be good, so that we can get back to casino and it would be night when we arrive.
Come on, Vance. And I'm gonna kick you in the shin.
Are we ready to leave then?
Yeah, I just need about 10 more minutes. And he's kind of like facing the wall of the dome. Gregor is, with his back to all of you.
Prestidigitate him.
Where's Ash?
Lilac,
Probably
please.
on the other
Ash is
side
just
of
lying.
Gregor.
No, Ash is just lying someplace else, just resting up.
Okay.
Oh, you can do
Sure.
that. Can you make me smell like lilacs again? I like that.
Here. Prestidigitation.
Oh, lovely. I really wish I could learn that. Not smart enough, though.
It
is-
depends on where you get it from.
If we have the time, I will
Anyway.
teach you.
Oh, wonderful. By the way, I stole a few scrap cloths from, well, many of you. He turns
What?
around and he has this large draping head wrap that can go over top of something way bigger than anybody's head in this party, and he hands it over to Bardakov. Here you go. That'll keep you a little bit warmer. Or cooler.
You have my
Yes,
crap.
that will cook you faster.
Yeah. See, what you actually want to do when you're dealing with heats like this is to have layers that can trap the heat inside of them that you can easily peel off of yourself.
That makes some sense. It seems to be how most people dress around here.
It works. Yep. Just figured I'd make that while I was waiting up.
So
I didn't mean to press that. Sorry.
are we all awake and ready?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And she will dismiss the hut.
So, all of you
Imagine. Go ahead.
remove 1 level of exhaustion from yourselves, unless you already did that from Bart and Fen.
Let's go.
So I'm -1.
No.
Oh.
You're still 0.
Oh.
So, Samdi, do we go straight to Shinari soon, or do we have him meet us somewhere?
Honestly, I don't think that he's going to meet us. He's, well, above our station. But this might prove interesting. So, we'll see what happens if we get there.
All right. You might want to, as we get closer, Vance, I think that you might need to make me invisible again.
Okay, I could certainly do that.
So,
Shall we?
survival check. Samdi and Ash.
Ash, assist me.
Okay, I'll assist. Yeah, okay, I'll assist you.
Thank you. For a straight roll of 13. Because I'm
Alrighty.
still on.
Yeah.
Why is it 13? I assisted you.
I'm
He's
still
still
disadvantaged.
exhausted.
Yeah.
What? Why am I assisting you then? Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. It's all good.
Samdi and Ash. You begin traveling back to Casino, but there's pools of water that you have to give a very wide berth to out here. Getting remotely close to it could be very dangerous for your camels in particular. If you head down one of these dunes and the sands are softened enough that you just roll into it, the camels could be very hurt or even die from such a tumble into the waters. Let alone, you're not even sure if camels can swim or not. It's never been a question, you know. So, you start giving these pools very wide berths. As you are doing this, who wants to be responsible for the D100?
I'm about to leave, so let me.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're leaving in like 15 minutes.
Yeah. 38.
Okay. As you're getting closer to Casino, going around the mounds and dunes, off in the distance, you all see what looks to be a large group of individuals combing the desert.
Gregor.
What'd you say?
I said Gregor.
Yeah.
I want you to understand that this is completely safe.
What is?
What I'm about
What
to do to
is-
you.
What are you
Ash, do
about
I
to do
trust
to
her?
him?
Okay, that's a no.
Him?
Polymorph.
Yeah, I guess you can trust him. But
Okay.
he knows what has happened to him if I was wrong.
Oh yeah, there's no problem.
I polymorph him into a lizard.
Oh.
And why did you do that?
I point at the people combing the desert. He's also the one carrying our chest of contraband.
Oh.
Clever. And I pick up the lizard tenderly and put it on my shoulder. Give it
It
its head
uses
a
its
little
long lizard tongue to just keep licking your cheek.
rub.
I imagine it's kind of like a chameleon tongue, and it just
Just licks you in the eye, lose concentration.
no, don't no, never mind.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure if a
God.
chameleon got
There's-
you in the eye,
there's-
you'd lose the eye.
There's PTSD
Yeah.
around that.
All chameleons and frogs are banned from the polymorph pool.
Yup, their tongues are too powerful.
Not like that.
Right, so do we try to...
my.
Are we trying to avoid them? Do we think it's... Do we give a wide berth, so to speak?
Up in the sky currently with Vance.
I suspect that if we
If we're traveling the same way that we've been, I would be up in
Yeah.
the sky.
I suspect that if we get caught, they'll question us avoiding them.
So we don't get caught then?
Suppose.
Right. So, do we go stealthily?
Stealthily on a camel is not a good idea. Let's just go. Let's just. Yes, Beatrice. Yes, let's go. I don't
are
think
you
we
just
need to
walking
stealth.
through them?
We have an hour left on this. We'll just walk through them, right?
Arabia.
So are they, is it like a dense group or are they spread out?
They're spread out. They're combing. It's a
They're
very
in a
clear
pattern to
tactic when you're
search.
trying to.
Can we try
ahead.
to like time their pattern search to where we are like, we might not be sneaking, but
Survival around them, you mean? You could certainly try.
I will assist whoever.
I'm just up in the air, pretty high flying. So
Ash, do you want to roll it? I'll assist you.
Sure. What are we rolling again?
Survival.
Survival. Okay, survival.
19. Those dice didn't know what they were doing. Anyways. You wait for the separation of the two combing parties to give you a moment where you can walk around a dune to kind of scoot behind them and keep moving. It goes fairly well. Let me roll their investigation, though. This is a +2. $18.
Yep.
At one moment, you all nearly get caught. but you quickly scurry past all of them nonchalantly, and you break through the line that is combing through this area. You see that there are long divots sliced through in the sands, as if they're searching for things in the sand as well as around the area. Towards the end of the day of travel, you are now right outside of Casino. And it is your call which side of the town you all wish to approach in towards. Either in towards Oracle's Bet / the Beacon Estate up here. The Beacon's Rest over here, as well as the Purple Sands, or to wrap all the way around and get in through Glory's Post.
I assume the polymorph is in it by this point.
Absolutely.
Who is
My
it we
vote
need to go
is-
see?
Shinari soon, and he's in Glory's Post.
You make a cute lizard, Gregor.
Of course.
Perhaps, Sandy, could you do that again? For me, perhaps.
I can do it again. I can do it again.
Alright. So that way I can be some creature and actually go, because I need to.
Oh, guys, I was thinking something before we go in order to kind of fuck with them. What if I catch myself a seagull that's still alive? I know they've been killing a bunch, but I send like a fake message.
I like this idea. So,
Like, oh God, we don't know what to do. They're so good at finding us. We just haven't been able to do anything whatsoever. We should probably just run away and never come back. Please, oh please, don't let them, like, you know, we need to stop them. If only someone could help. Like, you know, we feign like we're just like, we can't do anything.
or it
And-
could be us making plans to leave tonight, perhaps, or something.
Let's this would be a complicated waste of time.
Complicated. I just need to find a seagull and yell into its mouth.
And it would accomplish what? Possibly fool him into wasting his resources for a little bit.
To annoy what's his face. He's just annoying.
I'm aware.
Who would you even
think-
fake send it to? I mean, sending it
That's
to
the
him,
thing.
yeah, sending it to him would just obviously be fake. Unless you're going to send him a note saying, all right, we give up, we're leaving. But I'm not sure he'd buy
I would
that.
see to that, yes. My vote is to go through Glory's Post, stay in the desert as long as we can, and Sandy, if you would not mind turning me into some sort of at least dignified creature, that would be helpful. And
Camel it is.
I was thinking,
and that'll be it for me, guys. I'll see you later.
Goodbye.
Take care.
see
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Alright, so I change her into a frog.
I was thinking cockroach.
No, okay.
Another Misha.
Yes, 2 stouts. Or stoats.
But
sorry.
one stoat is gone.
This is the only thing we have left to remember Katarina by, her stout.
Okay. There is something we need to think about before we decide where we're going to arrive back in the city. And that is what we're actually going to do now that we're back. We have a chest full of evidence that Silk and Zyrans were plotting to unleash the SANDS. We have a witness that says that we can have testify that it was Silk and Zyrans that wished them to transport this material over to the SANDS, both in the form of this severed head and Gregor.
The paperwork that they wrote that we found below the bathhouse and spa, Lament Falls.
Exactly. So we have a decent enough case to present to someone that it is in fact Silk and Zyrens that are behind all this.
Now, the only issue is Silk could feign that Zyrens was doing it if he has enough people, because doesn't he have people on the case, the board that basically decides if things are good or bad?
It might also be that there are only so many that they can throw petty crime. So
correct. And the thing is, Muta is the only one that could honestly do anything.
So we have the option of either taking this information to some higher authority and seeing if we can get Silk and Leader Lakudra apprehended the legal way, or we go about this the murder hobo way and we try to break into their house, accuse them of their crimes, and beat them to death in their own living room.
We also have other things going on as well around here. I don't know if they're connected, but clearly some forces of nature are not pleased with what's happening.
Yes, is that something that you can actually commune with and find out why the spirits are flooding the town?
Let me look in my spells.
The obvious and lowest energy solution is just to deal with Silk and see what problems remain in play.
True.
If we deal with Silk and the sands are no longer an issue, but it keeps flooding, then we know the flooding is caused by something else.
Well, I think I know potentially a cause to the flooding, and I could hear something that was causing the wind to blow was very upset.
What was that?
Someone.
If you say you, I'm throwing you in a river.
No, that was not me. No, I don't think so. There was somebody in somewhere out in the desert that was not happy that that something was there, and that's why it was so windy for a while.
Okay.
I don't know.
You have made that statement,
there was
any
somewhere.
stranger.
Vague, but okay, that sounds like
That's
a
pretty much all I had. I mean.
No, that's fair. It sounds like that's a separate problem then, so we might want to deal with that after we've dealt with Silk. But
True.
the question is, who do we take this information back to? Samdi's contact Shinaru soon, or who is that lady that you were speaking with, Zen?
No, you're good. Getting to it right now. Where is my people?
Janaya?
No. Sorry, I don't have all my notes named NPCs.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, thank you. I had it in my notes, but not
Janaya Twain?
on this phone.
There's a handout called Named NPCs, if anybody's ever wondering who any of the interesting named NPCs
It's literally what I was opening.
I gotcha.
But I'm on my phone, so. She said that we can't meet at the same place, so we're not going there. We have to find somewhere new.
True.
We can always go to my place.
Yeah, if we let us reconvene at your place, you send some other animal servant to send her a message and see if we can get some kind of meeting arranged.
Do we want to go in different routes, like split up and go in, or go in all together?
I mean, how panicked is the city likely to be with this rain?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Samdi is the only person with insight on this one. Samdi, history check.
Also, how bad currently is it just kind of drizzling right now, like a steady rain?
The rain stopped this morning. Now
Okay.
it's just cloudy.
Gotcha.
A 30-20.
Two of them.
Oh God! Of course, it's 2020.
Dun, dun, dun. Anyways, last time the rain persisted for a much longer period of time. It was like a week of rain. And that had everybody really freaking the fuck out. It was very difficult for people who lived inside of casino to get around town because there was just looters, there was attackers, there's all manner of different just obnoxious things happening all the time. This is much more subtle at this point in time. However, they're also lacking the one person who solved the issue. So, by your best estimate, less freak out, but probably more... Less initial freak out, but probably more of a long-term freak out.
Last question. Has it been publicly announced? Not Shinari. Zyrens has died?
Yes, just exactly what I was thinking.
Not when you left. It was not publicly announced.
Okay, so I'll relay that. There doesn't seem to be a lot of freak out, but unless certain events have been made public.
I could make it public tomorrow, looking up at the sky.
Who's gonna believe a cloud? Or are you controlling the weather? I'm sorry.
Huh?
Which one is it? Are you controlling a cloud or the entire weather?
I haven't tried it before, okay? I don't know. Maybe I could write something up in the clouds, make it move a little bit.
Let's talk to Shinari first.
Okay.
So we're coming in around the docks, around the Katsun area.
I will follow you all wherever you wish to go. I can get in many different ways, either on my own or with Vance. So.
Okay. Well then. It takes you a couple of more hours to go around that far, the city. But you manage to get closer in and notice that there is a large presence of guards all around. You could make out the local Harris is currently active, which they are just the local law enforcement as a whole. They're people who, that's all they really do. They stay out of everybody's way, and they manage the law enforcement in general, as well as the Katiri Mill all around the area, marching, watching, and handling different situations. The docks closest in towards Glory's Post are completely underwater right now, and the walls are the only thing keeping water from spilling into Glory's Post itself. You see all of these guards. What would you all like to do?
I'll begin walking towards them. And if I get within 30 feet of them, I'll try to connect to the one that starts yelling at me first.
Alrighty. So you just walk up to one of the guards.
Well, I'm walking into the direction. I'm trying to get into Glory's Post, and they're in the way, aren't they?
Yes. All right. What's everybody else doing then?
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. They're guarding it, kind of standing all across the front of the gate.
They are patrolling the area. You can't even get up to the gate without running into multiples of them so far.
I mean, I could probably get past on my own, but I would be leaving everybody else. I'll turn into like one of those like racing sand dogs.
Racing.
It's just a dog. It's just like I'm just flavoring it for like a dog that's like from this area.
I turn into a graceful Saluki.
Yeah.
A Chihuahua. Understood.
No, I'm not turning into a Chihuahua. Nope.
A Great Dane.
Nope.
A Great Dane.
Truly a vicious creature.
So I searched
Like
up Sand Dog.
Like a greyhoundish thing.
I just found a bunch of sand sculptures.
Oh, that's nice.
Really cool ones, actually. So yeah, that's good.
So you polymorph or you wild shape into a dog and casually walk past all of the patrolling people.
I want to see if I can
offer
kind of
you
distract them.
Jerky. Oh.
Can I try and distract them as a dog? Like be cute?
Sure.
Like bark. Like nudging like a piece of wood. Like nudging like a piece of wood from the dock that might have gotten broke. Like
roll me a performance check as a doggo. Using your benefits.
Yeah. Yeah. With advantage because I'm a good boy.
You're anything but a good boy.
I'm a dog.
Advantage did not work.
But disadvantage did not work either.
True. One of the guards was already kind of distracted by you and wants to offer you some jerky, but all of the other ones kind of ignore you and keep going about their business.
I'm gonna do the dog cry.
All the wine.
And that same guy is offering you jerky. Yeah.
I will eat jerky.
Alright, so his distraction failed. Samdi's just gonna walk on in. What's everyone else doing?
I mean, I'm a pretty no-nonsense kind of guy. I'm just gonna walk on by.
I don't understand. Like, maybe it's just me. What is the problem?
There's guards.
You,
and you
are
guys
fully aware that they are all wanted before you left the city for multiple different things and situations. You, Samdi, are not.
Yeah, we are.
Everyone else is.
Yeah, we are kind of wanted for the murder of Roland and Jasmine.
So I will make Bartikov invisible.
Okay.
I'm gonna carry on walking.
And then I will turn, and then I will disguise myself as random Abakwid number 7.
Ooh. Oh, dude. With the buck teeth?
Yeah, nobody wants to talk to the guy with buck teeth.
Yeah, talks like a
I
hick,
feel
too.
so offended. I had buck teeth growing up.
Eyes? That's so mean. Why would
Did
you
you
be
talk-
mean to me?
God.
And what about you, Ash?
Has anyone cast Pass Without Trace?
No.
No.
I'll
I
do
don't think
that.
Pass Without a Trace is going to help you.
Oh, you don't think so?
I mean,
Okay.
Unless
if
he's
you try to stealth, I mean, that is an option. You could just roll stealth. Like,
Is
in
it
the
dark?
open.
Is it dark enough to teleport?
it is dark out. It is dark enough to teleport around, but
Oh, I
there's
was
still a
not
large
factoring
enough
that in.
presence of them that you still need to like roll a stealth check and just use that to your advantage.
Okay, I'll do Pass Without a Trace and be stealthy.
All right, roll me a stealth check. Bartikov, stealth check, straight roll because of invisibility.
That'd
Vance,
be a disadvantage.
heavy armor.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yep.
So it's a straight roll.
Ethan.
17. You're the one who wants to wear heavy armor. It's your fucking
I
problem.
don't have. I'm a fucking paladin. What do you want me to do?
Be
I
a
like
Dex
armor.
paladin.
A Dex is
Paladin
really
is
good.
shit paladin. Nah. Paladin fighter. I just need better armor. I need some of that mithril shit.
Yeah, that shit. The Abaquin armor. Anyways. And, of course, I need you, Vance, to also roll me a stealth check to just slip through the crowds without being recognized and heading into a place where you shouldn't probably go.
Okay.
23.
I caught that last bit there. That's the DM's hint. Don't go in there.
What? Vance, no problem at all. You walk through the crowds very nonchalantly. Nobody recognizes you, and you wait for a very good moment to slip over the wall into Glory Post. Bart, you accidentally bump into somebody once, but luckily they're drunk enough they don't realize that they ran into somebody. They thought they hit the wall that's like 10 feet away from them. Same texture.
By the way, what happened to my husband?
He's following you.
Can someone turn him into a lizard?
Unfortunately,
Not right now.
I'm allowed
Somebody
to.
else.
He's got pass without a trace.
Yeah, you
Okay.
have pass without trace up right now. Yeah, good point. Let me roll his stealth check.
No.
He has a +1 to this.
So
Hey, he rolled the
14.
same as you. Oh,
No,
besides
Ash gets a
the
+10. Yeah.
Oh, does
He
Gregor
rolled the
not get a
same as you in
+10?
no,
spirit.
well, yeah, but
No,
I
he
got
gets
14.
it. That's why it's a 14.
Oh, he rolled a 4,
Greg-
a 3.
Yeah. +1. He has a +1 to stealth. He's not a very agile individual. But anyways. Samdi, you walk through the crowd, and a couple of the guards take note of you passing, but you're Katsune. You're allowed in there. So, whoop, you slip over the wall back into Glory's post. The last person on the outside is Fen. Fen, you don't notice some of your party members anymore, which could be a good thing. But you definitely notice Gregor and Ash currently slipping over the wall.
Not
He knows
stealthy.
Gregor.
So you're going to try to puppy crawl your way over there?
Can't I just go through the front gate?
There's no gate, it's a wall.
Oh.
It's stopping the flooding from actually entering into Glory's post. It's a wall.
Yeah. Oh, I misread this.
The wall's about 6 feet tall.
Yeah, I'm about to just hop into the water and Jesus Christ this and just shoot myself over the wall with water. Oh wait, no, he just walked on water. Sure, I'll try and get over the wall as a puppy dog. Bow
All right,
wow.
roll me an athletics check.
Bet. Let's go. Does the dog have a dog? Just in case they have a higher strength.
I doubt it.
That's dig. Actually, surprisingly, they could, because I think I just have a 10. Mastiff,
Oh.
that's what I have to go off of. It's
Yeah,
a plus
that's
1.
fine. All right, so you roll your
So,
roll
I
+1.
apologize. I know it's taking it. Yes, I apologize. You said I can't try and jump like acrobatics. Yeah, athletics. 15.
You do that awkward leap where the lower half of your body gets stuck on the top of the wall and then crawl your way over.
Yeah.
When you land on the other side, Gregor looks over at you. Oh, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
That's our friend.
You are. Oh, I'm aware.
Oh, okay.
I saw them. I just like
Bark,
positive
bark.
reinforcement when it's applicable.
Bark, bark.
You know you catch more bees with honey than you do with vinegar.
Bark.
Anyways, Samdi. Glory's post is empty right now. There's no people in any of the training yard. You don't hear the sounds of people from the mess hall inside the primary building. And the front office also looks vacant. It's very strange.
So moved up to the Crescent Estates.
You're going to move over to the Crescent Estates?
No, Samdi says to himself, must have moved up to the Crescent Estates. I'm gonna start moving to the. I'm gonna like go through the entirety of Glory's Post, but I'll, circle around back to the Crescent Estates.
Roll me an investigation, please.
A 7.
You can't find signs of people here today. There's nobody. As you enter into one of the buildings, yeah.
No. I thought you were done, so I was going to do something else.
No, not quite yet. As you enter into one of the buildings, I need you to give me a dex save.
Oh, God.
An 8. Okay. You cross the threshold, and immediately after you do, you see a little glyph on the ground shimmer and shine. Shit.
Explosion.
I just need to look at the damage. Oh, it's 5 of them.
A 3.
Is there a way to counterspell the spell going off thanks to the rune?
You can only counter the spell when it's being cast. The rune just triggers the event. 19 points of force damage as a large pulsation of energy shoots out, slams against you, and tosses you backwards onto your ass. Immediately after that happens, there are 4 Katsune individuals that jump down from on top of the walls, holding their weapons outwards, looking around. And one of them looks down at you. God damn it, Somdi. Where the hell have you been?
Outside.
Get up. And he looks past you at everybody else. Who the hell are these people?
Jesus. What happened? I know it flooded, but what the fuck is the cause of all this?
Shinari told us we're on full lockdown and to safeguard and defend the post until he gets back.
Oh, fuck, he's not here, is he?
Looks at you and... Answer my question. Who the fuck are these people?
I said friends. They've been working with me while I was out. Shinari knows about them. They're
You
POI.
see Tattoo Soon. You see Tattoo Soon walks out of the building, looks over at you and at everybody else. If they're the people who've been with him, they're allowed to stay. Someday you have to come with me. Your friends follow.
Cool. Great.
This is going to
I'll
be
do
fun.
that.
I'm just a dog, Bark.
The dog says.
Do they see
Hi, my
Ash
name's Doug.
and Gregor?
Glory's Post is a very wide open territory. There's not really a spot for you to hide unless you are on top of the buildings like they all were. So, yeah.
Or a dog.
Well, a dog is, yeah. That's a little different.
Is the dog within kicking range?
Hey! We don't kick dogs in this party.
Even if they're fake dogs.
You can kick a cat.
I can be whatever.
Anyway.
I can be whatever I want to be. Thank you.
He starts walking with you over to the Glory Estate, the large building that the leaders of the Katsune all live inside of. As he's walking with you over there, you take note that many of the other Katsune seem to be on top of the roofs of the buildings, inside of the buildings now, alerted to the explosion and peeking their heads out to see what's going on. As he's walking over there with you, you want to fill me in on what the fuck is happening and why he's so paranoid right now?
This is already a fucked up situation as is. Open your mind for a bit.
He takes a breath and allows you to enter into his mind.
Alright. Yes, complicated situation in and of itself. You don't care that I can do this. Alright, so Silk is trying to cause a massive civil war, killing all foreigners. End of discussion. That is the situation, and we are aware of this. Shinari was concerned that this could be a possibility, and so there has been a bit of a situation going around. I got a get out of jail free card from Shinari, so now I am working explicitly to report things back to him. We have discovered something that could incriminate him. Congrats, we can't find him now. What the fuck is going on?
Shinari's in a trance right now, trying to figure out what the hell happened over at the Velvet Estate. He has the capability of divining actions that took place in specific locations, but in order to infuse this magic, it is very tiresome for him and time-consuming. See?
Oh, the murder?
Thing.
Is that what he's trying to divine?
He's trying to find out every single detail about what transpired at that location.
Cool.
On that night. Yes. But
he's not gonna be able to learn a
meantime,
single
Which
thing.
location is this again?
The Velvet Estate.
Murder.
Murder night. Orgy
Yeah.
night.
Orgy night.
We could probably fill you in. We were present.
Right. Feel free to tell me your part. He's still trying to make sure he is not being lied to by anybody. His magic, it doesn't lie.
Samdi, he won't be able to tell that I was there, though. Bark, bark.
Is the
Sam
tattoo?
understands,
Is he?
yeah.
Samdi understands.
Is tattoo a Bakwan?
Yes.
Cool. I'm just gonna look at my lovely little friend barking at us. And I'm just gonna say in common, good for you.
So, he brings you over towards the Glory Estate and opens the front door and notice that there's a large shimmer of magic in the entire threshold defending this estate right now. He looks at each of you. Yeah, this is going to tingle a little bit. Just walk through. Why are we being followed by a dog?
dog peeing on something.
Spot, behave yourself. He's my dog.
Ash, just don't fucking try. Let the dog in. Is this place safe against detection?
Yes.
All right, let the dog in.
I'm double safe against detection now.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Doesn't matter. Let the dog in.
Yeah. So you all enter into the very fine estate here inside of the Glory Post. This estate is remarkably beautiful with marble floorings and these large, large pillars holding up the staircase going all the way up to the ceiling. You see that... Oop, wrong one. You see that there is the symbol in the roof of this estate that resembles that of the previous symbol you all came into contact with, the one from the holy symbol just the day before. As you are moving up the stairs, you can tell that there is shadows on the walls moving around fluidly, carefully, almost like they're watching all of you. You get all the way to the top of the stairs, and you see that there is just a long hallway with 6 doors in total, the last of which is at the far end of this hallway. And as you walk past, you take note that Tattoo removes his shoes at the beginning of the hallway, tucking them to the side, and begins walking. Shoes off.
What
Bob
shoes?
goes through the lengthy process of undoing his armor boots.
Ash just looks down at his bare feet.
Oh, that is disgusting.
Well, you wanted them bare.
I prestidigitate my feet.
Zing, zing. He gestures at Ash. Can you do that to him too? I don't want to sweep sand out of the rugs. These are very nice rugs.
I begrudgingly prestidigitate a certain unshoed monk.
Oh, I thought you meant me.
I also hit Fen with it.
I just picture like a blow dryer.
You walk down the hallway over towards the last door. And as you approach the door, you see the manifestation of a mouth on it. Do not disturb. Shanari Sun is in a trance right now. Leviosant. Password accepted. The door unlocks and opens.
Leviosa.
You look inside of the room where a very dark purple-skinned Abakwin sits in the dead center of this room with this incredibly large and intricate magic circle inscribed into the center of it, with his hands pressed together, and you notice little flashes in the circle on the ground all over the place. Do you have information that would be important enough to break him out of this spell? He won't be able to re-enter it for at least a week.
Okay, before we do that, is Tilt here?
Tilt is on recall as well as everybody else.
Good, she's going to be needed. Specifically, anyone with Speak with Dead.
And you know Tilt can do this?
I know what professions can. I can't.
We'll see then. Should we break him out of his trance early?
How much of that is left?
He said it could take him a day, it could take him several. It has only been about 20 hours.
We'll at least wait until Tilt is back. Yeah, let's hope for an early one.
Very well.
If he's just trying to get information about what happened at the Velvet Estate, then it is unlikely he would garner anything more than we witnessed. But you're right, there's no point in breaking the trance until Tilt gets back.
Very well. He will look at the wall. One of you, go find Tilt. And a shadow on the wall just sweeps through the hallway.
I'm gonna look at it like it's just strange.
It is strange. How quaint. Can I roll an Arcana?
Or religion, either one.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll try religion again. That's a statement.
I'm gonna put my paw on Samdi and cast
guidance.
Guidance is not gonna help.
If only I could. If only I could.
Just the paw on your foot.
Emotional guidance.
Yeah, emotional guidance.
Emotional support, Fen. Anyways.
All right.
You,
Gregor,
don't recall anything about these.
Gregor?
Yeah.
Put that chest down.
Oh, sure thing. And he drops it on the floor with very loudly. Oh, my back is sore. Honey, can you get that spot for me?
Sure. And
Thank you.
gives him a back rub.
About 5 minutes go by and you hear the sounds of little footsteps. Pat, 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 pat. Hey guys. Tilt shows up at the end of the hallway. Hi.
Oh, good. You're not dead yet.
What? No, I'm not dead.
Sorry,
Actually,
pessimism.
Don't worry.
Right,
I'm
Tilt.
actually quite powerful.
I know she is, but this is something.
Fuck you up.
That was so adorable.
She'll never say something that mean.
I'll turn you inside out.
No, Santi's going to say.
Tattoo called? Yeah. Oh, hi.
All right. I know this isn't really something that I think you do, but can you cast Speak with Dead?
Yeah. Today? Yeah.
Today? Oh, that's great.
Well, after we got word from last night that something was going wrong, a lot of the time dead people, not a lot of people dislike me around here, so they just talk to me if I ask them to.
I'll
I know
grab
it's
the
not
head for
pretty.
some.
Right, so.
Pull it off of my belt by the hair.
Yeah.
Okay, so that.
Oh.
This is the head of a smuggler that was smuggling that. And I pointed the chest. That is a chest full of purple sand.
Rolls
what?
head with nose. Rolls head with nose towards Tilt.
I'll pick it up off the ground so that fucking Fen doesn't mess with it.
Yeah. She'll just pick it up by the ears and like start examining it. Oh, you should look at that. That is yeah, that definitely looks like a out of town type of person.
Yeah, we found him in the desert.
And you found that they had a chest full of purple sand?
You want to open the chest?
I'll
I'll open it for you.
No, do not
Be
open
careful,
it.
it was trapped by a master.
What? Oh, don't worry.
I'll mage hand it open.
Somebody stop. Do not open it in
opens.
here.
And nothing happens.
You don't
The
even
needle
know I
punctures
mage
the
hand.
already punctured sack.
You don't even know I'm doing that. I have telekinetic. It's invisible.
That's
Can I
really,
jump into Vance's hands?
Scooby-Doo style.
Like Scooby-Doo style? Like, because we're both freaking out about the poison.
I'll catch Fen.
Zoinks, man. Anyways,
Like
she goes
zoinks.
over towards it, looks inside of the chest. Oh. I'm confused. Okay, so you found, I assume, this person with their body still attached with this, and then you liberated their head from their body and brought this back as evidence, right? To do the greater good thing?
Yeah, just about.
Yes.
Mine is the greater good. Bark.
The dog
I mean,
says.
Bark.
Actually, she understands you.
She does, 100%.
Shut up.
Question: is Tilt alive?
No, Tattoo Soon's here.
Oh, you know what I mean. Are the rest of her group here?
Oh God,
No,
the posse.
no.
No.
He specifically requested her.
Amazed they let her
Alright,
go.
so
alone.
I assume you want to speak to the head.
All right, but first, before we do that, we might want to have Shanari. Sorry, that's just me being an idiot.
Shanari.
Shen, not Ken, and not Sen. Shanari, we might want Shanari soon to be here and have a bit of input, and I'll start relaying our little interrogation, leaving out the method of the interrogation.
Oh, wow. I'm so happy that they were nice enough to answer all those questions for you. Usually it gets a lot messier to try to get information out of people. I usually just leave that up to, ransack or something.
I have
Zach
so
is good
much
at that.
truth. He was not capable of withholding it.
Lying about so much
Oh.
truth.
That's good. I have that one as well. Just usually they stop talking to me though. Okay. Yeah. So we need Shinari. Tattoo, can we get Shinari? He looks down at the chest full of purple sand. Very well. I think we do have to wake him up for this. He goes over inside of the magical circle and slaps him across the face.
I mean, I don't know what I expected.
Shinari's eyes open up and he leans backwards, and you hear the sound of a spine that has been stuck in one position for way too long, just rippling all the way up. I was not complete my journey yet. Somdi,
Aye.
Tilt, Buttercorv, Vance, Ash. Don't know that one.
Bark.
Why can I not see through your illusion?
Because it's not an illusion.
That dog looks with a sight of intelligence.
You'd
You
be
must be
surprised how
mistaken.
little there
I was
is.
gonna say that
I
might be
look so
debatable.
proud right now. You just said I was intelligent. I
I
like my head
wonder.
up.
How...
Yeah.
You're barely smarter than an actual mastiff.
Yes.
All right, Shinari, Shinari-san. There's been a bit of a discovery.
He points at his head.
Very well, and I'll connect to it.
And you can just overload all of that information at once into him.
Yeah. Also, I lied. Yes, I know you hate me now. I'm a liar by heart, and I'm a liar by necessity. This situation did not afford me many chances to be honest and survive. But I'm coming clean now, because of the situation and the amount of overwhelming strife that this situation is causing my home.
Emotional support, Paul.
Shinari stands all the way up, approaches over towards the chest full of the sands, uses a mage hand to pick up a handful of it and filter it into a vial for him that corks it, then places it into his pocket and closes the chest. I'm going to fortify this chest to ensure nobody can open it if they do not know my magic. Proceed with your interrogation.
Is the head on a cloth on the ground?
The head's just being held by Tilt.
Oh, yeah, that works too.
Yeah. All right. So just gotta shakes it around a little bit. Hey, buddy. Oh, everybody stand opposite. It can't see you. It probably doesn't like you, and if it doesn't like you, it doesn't have to talk. So yeah, just go on the other side, and I'll just hold it. Hi, buddy. Hey, wake up. Come on. Just gotta say something. Come on. About a minute or so of her doing this, the jaw unhinges and oh, that's better. Everybody, your questions, please.
Who hired you to transport the sands and deliver them to Casino?
Yeah. Who hired him? She'll just repeat what you all say. I was hired by no one. I work on behest of our Lord Silk. Oh, that's a very
I mean, we're done here now, right?
Statement. Oof. We should have probably asked that question in front of Nonalons. We had that option.
Oh, yeah, speaking of Nonalons, I'll tell them about like how if they got caught, they could get out of court.
Oh, that's a bad system, I think. It is a system that we've been witnessing and partaking in for quite a long time. Shinari continues his rituals on the chest. He's on about his third protective ritual on it at this point. So what's our next questions for? Do we have anything?
Should probably ask why they were bringing the sands in.
We already know that question.
Well, I know, but don't we want that stated by them to the guy that you're trying to convince?
Where are all the sands going?
I mean, if you got a different question, by all means. I'm just offering
We have
suggestions.
5, so that one is probably good just for the sake of clarifying to all those who don't already know.
Yeah, okay.
Donde
Let's ask.
Slostas Sandos.
Why were you bringing all of the sand into Casino for your Lord Silks? Lord Silks found a tome of old magic, learned of how to make the Abaquan people the apex of the sands once again. We were using the sand for this. This is really ominous, guys.
I've remembered something that we might want to ask about. Using the spear, the sand to make glass into a spear. What is the purpose of the spear made from the purple sands?
What is the purpose of the spear made from the purple sands? It is one of the artifacts that Silk has been looking for. One of the focuses for this sand. It can strike somebody with madness.
feel like that's
Ooh.
very literal.
Ooh, I tap Samdi with my paw.
If you
Why
don't,
is he such a racist? Looking up at him, wagging my tail, like I just came up with like a great question.
Ben, Ben, if you don't revert out of that form, I'm going to smack you out of it.
Please don't. I come up holding my head back into me. Oh, God.
Oh, hi, Fen.
I kind of want that spear.
Sup?
Ask him how you make it. How is the spear created?
Are we asking that question? That'll be our fourth one.
Let's think about this for a quick second.
I
We
got
know
this
that it,
down,
Yeah.
though.
but
What were you saying, Tom?
we know where it's being made, so to speak. I think in
That mountain.
what was it called? Mountain Active.
Mount Dormant. Yeah.
Yeah, Mount Dormant.
I almost made that an actual joke.
Wait. I think I might know how it could become active.
A lot of sand.
No, we can talk about it later.
Oh my God! No, you're not.
Hey, Fox, I have an idea.
Back to the dog. Back to the dog.
So, what's our fourth question, guys?
I'm gonna look over at Tattoo. I'm gonna say, are there any questions that you think that we need to ask, or shall we just go on with pursuing the spear?
I want to know any remarkable capabilities that Silk has. We have no record of him being any type of combatant, which is not good.
Well,
He
Ben,
apparently
you had
dehydrated somebody.
Yeah, I believe in my report I said that a individual leaped out of the window of Siren's estate. Said person has been dehydrated at rapid velocity, and the only person in the vicinity of that was Silk. Besides that, this idiot over here spied on Silk, which he happened to become the animal messenger for Siren to Silk. Yes, it's a fucking long story.
Right place, right time.
This idiot proceeded to at least antagonize the man enough for him to stab him with a fork.
He had a decent looking sandwich, but then I realized it was all like vegetables.
Ew.
Exactly.
Then I would like to know his capabilities if they know it. And Shinari will look up from his ritual casting on the chest. The form of death that the individual suffered was a very powerful state of necromancy. By my best estimates, he took a tremendous amount of damage to his internal organs, blood, and everything was evaporated from him instantaneously.
Jesus.
Mass exsanguination or dehydration?
Necrotic.
Decay.
Not far off.
Life dying, but in not really like a natural way.
But please, if you all have any other questions, ask them as well. If you like Tattoo's question, use it.
Do we want to ask about the mummy, or do we know enough about that?
Mummy.
Yeah, they had these weird like Abaquin mummies that were attacking us with sand and shit.
That's that. Yeah, that's not
Yes,
what I meant.
that's the one.
That's definitely what you meant.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding, Tim. Did you actually? Were you,
No, I was talking about the one they had trapped.
I know which one.
Only Silk and Zyrans knew about that, and we don't want to let on the fact that we let that thing loose.
Okay.
Or did somebody like give up the entire thing and tell them? Because I guess we don't entirely know what. Well, honestly, we don't entirely know what Somebody told him in his mind. So we're kind of playing a game.
Essentially,
what did he?
Just so like we know like the parameters of what I told him. Like definitively, not divinitively. I essentially just let him in on the not Iman. These names are not rooted in anything I understand.
That's fine.
But
Almaj,
Vance, you bring up
Yaman,
Secret organization
Are you talking about
is
Muta.
Muta. I basically let him in on our little Muta assassination quest.
Yeah. Vance, you do bring up a good point. The fact that they were using an undead creature to power all of this.
Yeah, I don't know that we need to get seep in the details of it, but
No. I'm saying it's not like out
Yeah.
loud. Like, yeah, it is a good point to bring up the fact that they were using a entity from I don't even know how long ago as the fuel for these purple sands. Like, we have evidence for that from the paperwork.
Speaking of paperwork.
Yeah, might want to bring that out because then we don't even need to ask that question. Sorry, Vance. I thought you were talking about the Abaquins that they changed and turned into like sand creatures for the good of the cause, pretty much, which seemed kind of dumb. Because didn't this head preach that like they weren't going to change themselves and that they were happy who they were in their rightful place? But he literally just said we're going to be better and become a new species and whatever.
Apex is the
liar. Kicks head a little bit.
Don't. It's in Tilt's hand. Don't do that. That's rude.
Oh.
Honestly, we've got 2 questions left, and where they discovered the. Yeah, but. You know what? Let's use one of them for that. Let's ask the combat capabilities of.
Yes, that would be good for us to know.
What notable feats or powers does Silk have?
Well, he's got 2 feet.
Silk is capable of calling upon the sun's rays to burn through anything. He can wilt an individual's body with a look. And there is a rumor he was capable of commanding a person to die.
Oh, Jesus.
Power word kill.
Not gonna be shape.
But yeah, if you get power word killed while in beast shape, do you just die?
It's
Yes.
your hit points.
Yes. It counts as if you drop to 0 hit points, you die.
Nice.
It's one of the banes. Those spells are like the banes of beast shape. Sorry, back to the game.
Get better beast shape.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, he has to be stronger than Zyrans. I mean, if Zyrens was his lackey, and I believe Zyrens is pretty strong. Oh yeah, what is the city gonna do about all this flooding that's happening now that Zyrens is gone?
I'm working on a system. Just one
I
problem.
mean, I'm just saying, I could assist in a little bit of ways. Maybe get the people on our side, you know.
I appreciate the offer. Let's deal with one problem at a time.
Oh, okay. All right.
And what I am concerned about is that statement you all just made. Zyrens was Silk's lackey. Zyrens the third most powerful out of all of us.
Yeah.
Apparently the fourth. We always assumed Silk was around the bottom rung.
Yeah, well, he didn't seem too upset.
Well, he did not seem too upset, but he retaliated by cutting off Roland's head and crucifying
Jessamine.
Jizme.
So tired.
So, while he may not have been grieving, he certainly took the time out of his day to send a message to us.
That is not very good. You all have
This
one
last question
more
better be
question.
good.
Yeah.
Please, can we ask how to make the spear so I can get a fucking artifact class weapon for this fight?
The only thing that I think is important is we stemming back to why he's doing all of this. I think it's deeper than just this hatred that he has, this disgust that he has. It has to be seated in something deeper than just because something had to have happened
Seagulls.
to
Are
him.
those
I mean, I'm not saying
geese or seagulls?
I'm calling them.
They congregate. They know the murderer. They know the murderer Silk, and they grieve for their fallen. No, the only
I don't know if he would know any of these things, but there might be at least rumors that spread between the men of his beginnings. And to understand a man, shouldn't we understand where he comes from?
Any
Oh god,
opposition?
I lost everyone.
No, you didn't lose everyone. I'm just thinking, and like Carl himself is not smart enough for this bullshit.
No, that's just what I think. I think that, to me, I think we found stuff on like current power, things he's doing, and I'm trying to think of like, you know, things outside of that, and then I'm also just trying to think like Fen, like understanding like animals and like what base instincts and why they would do it, and like so like understanding how he was made, the nature around him, what made him this, like what Fen considers almost like an apex predator in this area.
I like the thought.
My spell's about to expire. If we don't ask a question soon, it's gonna.
Yeah, yes, of course.
Give me the spear.
No,
We have better things. If we have better things to ask, ask those.
let's just get this over with and ask them why. Why does he hate? Why does he hate the concept of the city being open? I don't know how to word it. You know what I'm trying to say.
I feel like they would just be. I feel like he would just be able to answer because
Why-
he hates people that aren't Abakuan.
Why?
Just answer it that way.
What makes Silk? Tilt is actually kind of smart. I could ask him. What makes Silk want to make a Bakwan's so much greater and to oppress everybody else? What's his
Makes him
motives
so
behind it?
xenophobic.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Bleeds from nose from saying that word.
It's fine.
Word words.
All right. Then she will ask him this question, and I will give you a deep history of silk next week.
Oh.
So that's where we're going to call the session today. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Hope you all had a fantastic time. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it as well. And we will see you all next week. Goodbye.